Cyberpunk 2077 was released almost 3 years ago now, and it was nothing but a disappointment for fans on release. But I think it's safe to assume that ever since then, CD Projekt Red has been hard at work trying to undo their wrongdoings. While they have done an amazing job so far, and it's nice to see their effort into fixing the game, and has truly been nothing but a good sign for its future. While they are nearing the 3-year mark, they will be releasing Cyberpunk 2077 Phantom Liberty here in September, and they've given us some amazing information during Gamescom, a short highlight during the opening night, where they revealed some of the features showcased as part of Phantom Liberty will also be released in the free 2.0 update. They also held a more in-depth breakdown of Phantom Liberty and a short dev Q&A where they answered some of our questions about the game. So let's dive into it and see what we can expect in Phantom Liberty. Alright, so the developers covered when does Phantom Liberty start in the storyline of Cyberpunk 2077, and they said that it starts after the Voodoo Boys portion of the storyline. But they also said that you don't have to play through the beginning of the story again if you want to create a new character. You'll be able to skip ahead to the Phantom Liberty portion of the story and the character creation process. And also, if you have a save point beyond the Voodoo Boys portion of the game, you'll be able to just start the mission by accepting a phone call from Songbird. Either if you have a save point beyond Voodoo Boys point, or if you decide to skip ahead, or if you just generally get to that point in a playthrough, the mission will start with a call from Songbird. If you answer that call, Songbird will be calling from the plane with President Rosalind Myers, and Kurt, leader of Dogtown, has hijacked control of the plane. At this point, Songbird connects to you through the relic, and she gives you motivation to help her in a way of by saying that she can fix the ticking time bomb in your head. Songbird also gives you a relic skill tree set. The developers gave us some insight on the relic tree itself. They stated that the theme for the relic tree is to enhance cyberware, and you can unlock more by finding Miltech terminals throughout Dogtown. They gave us an example of one skill. It's a skill that not only buffs your cyberware, but also finds vulnerabilities in your enemy's cyberware. The developers also went over the perks and attribute reset coming in the 2.0 update. They did state that with any save file, you'll be able to reset your attributes once. The developers were asked, how did you approach the revamp? They answered this. We approached it as if you're in a dark future of cyberware. How do you want to experience the world? Then asked, what's missing from the game? What can we add? And for an example, they said they felt like the Terminator playstyle was missing from a game, and they added skills to really allow you to play like the Terminator and really get in the midst of the action. They also are giving you the full kit to hit all the different dynamics. They really want you to just be able to do what you want, make your build as you want, and just really enjoy playing the game. They did also touch on the cyberware limit. We know if we go past this limit, we'll take an HP cut for more cybernetics. But they also stated that this isn't just off the bat. You can't just go over your cyber limit when you first load in. You have to wait to get a perk that will allow you to go above that limit. And going above this limit will obviously allow you to have the buff from cybernetics, but we'll take a cut in the HP. They also talked about some other perks that will be regards of cybernetics. They talked about the Fury mode that will allow you to overclock your cyberware, but it will also kind of hit your HP. But they did state something interesting about combat. When you're in combat, you'll get adrenaline, which acts as extra HP. So in some cases, you'll be able to use this Fury mode, and when your adrenaline's high, it's gonna kind of off balance it. They also wanted to state that this is not cybercosis. Going past the cyberware limit or going into the Fury mode isn't the same. You won't go into killing rampage, killing random civilians or anything like that. And with the cyberware, they've done really a great job from what we can see on the revamp. But after this, they wanted to start talking about Dogtown and kind of dive deeper into it. Dogtown was developed with the goal of being the same but different from Night City. They wanted to make sure that you felt like you're not in. It's not just an extension of Night City, it's something completely different. They had that beginning backstory of Dogtown, which helped improve the development process of Dogtown being the luxury rich area where you can do whatever you wanted. Kind of like Las Vegas in a way. Then the war happened, and Dogtown never changed from the end of the war. They made each district feel the same, but also so different between Dogtown. For example, you'll have heavily inspired districts by Las Vegas, and districts that are hopeful, wishing to build up Dogtown and kind of not restore it to its former glory, but make it livable for everybody. And then we also got some information on the person who controls it, which isn't anything new. We have Colonel Hansen, and after the war, he didn't leave Dogtown. He made Dogtown his own. He retained some of the military people, created his own army, and now basically Dogtown is his playground. Then after Dogtown, they did go into vehicle combat, which is definitely something that the community kind of wanted in a way. I can say that there was a mod for Cyberpunk 2077 for vehicle combat. They did get asked this: why did you make vehicle combat? And they basically gave a very simple answer: because we can. But again, I kind of doubt they did it just because they can, because people kind of wanted it. But yeah, so I think it's gonna be very fun that it's finally in the game. They did say with vehicles we'll have mounted turrets, missile racks, as well as hacking into other vehicles. And you can also, shoot from a vehicle if you don't have a mounted gun, missiles, or anything like that. Also, to be honest, what's vehicle combat good for if you don't have anyone to shoot or try and run away from? So they did revamp the police system, now allowing them to chase you and try and run you off the road. The police system is completely revamped, and it'll truly be loads of fun to try and evade or run away from them. And from what we saw on the background gameplay during the dev Q&A, it looks like a lot of fun. They definitely are a little bit more ruthless. They're gonna try to hunt you down. They're gonna throw everything they can throw at you if they need to. But that's basically all we got from this week. GameCon Q&A. I'll put the VOD down in the description for you guys if you want to really watch the whole thing. It's about, I think, an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours. But it's definitely interesting. They did give more detail than what I just gave, but it's definitely loads of fun to watch. Alright, if you guys want to stay up to date on Cyberpunk 2077 or current games or games coming out, make sure you hit that subscribe button. I'll be trying my best to keep you guys updated on current games or any current game news as much as I can. But I want to thank you guys for watching, sticking around to the end, and I hope you guys catch another video soon.